Whether emerging from the water to silently take out guards, storming a plane to rescue the hostages, or slipping through the lines to sabotage enemy bridges and roads, Special Forces take on some of the hardest missions and live some of the most secret lives in the military world. In this video, we count down the top 10 most dangerous Special Forces in the world. Starting off our list are the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, GIGN for short, from France. Specializing in anti-terrorist and hostage rescue, the GIGN have seen their share of action. Past operations include the rescue of 30 school children held hostage in Djibouti, battling Somali pirates, and the dramatic hostage rescue of passengers on board Air France Flight 8969 in Marseille in 1994. This gives them the 10th spot on the list. In 1956, the Pakistani Army created its own special forces known as the Special Services Group, SSG for short, which was modeled after the British SAS and US Special Forces. Selection for this force is rigorous, and only 1 in 4 recruits end up making it through the 9-month training, airborne school, and extensive hand-to-hand combat and physical conditioning elements. They get the 9th spot on the list. The 8th spot on the list goes to Sayeret Matkal of Israel. This Special Forces unit is focused on reconnaissance, anti-terrorism and hostage rescue outside of Israel. Sayeret Matkal was formed in 1957 to fill a void in Israel's Special Forces and is made up of candidates selected for their high physical and intellectual characteristics. As a result of the attack on the Israeli athletes at the 1972 Munich Olympics, Austria created the Einsatz Commando Eko-Cobra for anti-terrorist operations. The force is made up of 450 men who have served in the Austrian Federal Police Force. The training, like every special force, involves several months of specialized courses focused on marksmanship, languages, hand-to-hand combat, and tactical and assault training. Of course, only those who pass strict psychological and physical testing qualify for the full training. The Eko-Cobras get the 7th place on the list. Delta Force, or 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, as their full name is a U.S. counterterrorism operations force. Delta Force also takes part in hostage rescue, raids, reconnaissance, and less covert direct action operations. The group was formed in 1977 as a result of an increasing number of high-profile terrorist operations. Since then it has been composed largely of soldiers who have served in U.S. Special Forces like the Green Berets or Rangers. A series of grueling physical and mental tests follow with the aim of weeding out the weakest. Allegedly, this testing means less than 1 in 10 make it through to the 6-month-long training course. Delta Force gets the 6th place on this list. Created in 1993 and expanded to several hundred members following the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks, Canada's Joint Task Force 2 is an elite counterterrorism and special operations unit. They have operated in many hotspots, whether it be rescuing hostages in Iraq or hunting down Serbian snipers in Bosnia. Their operations in Afghanistan were so secret that even the Prime Minister was unaware that they were involved in the early days. The JTF-2 get the 5th place on the list. You might ask, what about the Spetsnaz? Well, to explain it simple, Spetsnaz is a general name for all Soviet/Russian special forces. Within the Russian Special Forces, Alpha Group is as bad as they come. They started out in the mid-1970s and quickly came to fame during the invasion of Afghanistan, where they stormed the presidential palace in Kabul, killing everyone in the building. In 1985, a group was sent to Beirut to try and rescue 4 Soviet diplomats. When the diplomats were killed, Alpha Group allegedly hunted down relatives of the hostage takers and returned them to their families in much smaller pieces. They get the 4th place on the list. Shayetet 13 is another Israeli Special Forces group. Created in 1948, this force has taken part in every major Israeli operation and war, conducting everything from hostage rescue and counterterrorism to intelligence gathering and boarding. Training is 20 months long and pushes candidates under the most stressful psychological and physical testing before specialized training even begins. They get the third place on this list. You were expecting these guys to show up eventually, right? The SEALs are an United States Special Forces group that was created in 1962, and has since then achieved near mythical status. This might be partly thanks to Operation Neptune Spear, the mission where SEALs flew into Pakistan in May 2011 and killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda. The SEALs are an elite group and the physical and mental strength required to make it in this force is ridiculously high. Training takes over a year and most applicants can't even get past the physical qualification test. The SEALs are capable of undertaking the most difficult operations in the world, wherever that may be. That gives them an impressive second spot on this list. Is there really a group rated higher than the SEALs? Indeed there is, and they're British. The British Special Air Service, or SAS for short, was created in 1942 as a force which could operate behind German and Italian lines. The physical requirements to join this force are pretty extreme. It includes being able to finish a 40-mile march with a full pack within 20 hours. Candidates must also be able to swim 2 miles in an hour and a half and run 4 miles in 30 minutes. After this you get dropped into the wilderness to learn survival and navigational skills, after which you endure survival practice. The final test is a 36-hour interrogation session meant to break down the candidate's will. SAS is also trained by MI5 and MI6 security and intelligence services to undertake counter-espionage operations. It's like having a Navy SEAL and James Bond rolled into one. We hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting top 10 videos. Please leave us a comment to let us know which top 10 list you'd like to see next.